Hello, hello, hello. You Squall are bringing you episode 241, and it is the NFL draft in 2031, even though it says 2030. Really, the draft is from the prior year because that makes sense since prior year is where you got the record and everything, so from the 2030 season. But on my sheet, I have 2031 draft, and we went over the free agency thing, but we're going to go and start the draft and pause the draft. And the Saints have the number one pick overall. If they need a quarterback, they're going to pick Dylan Moreland. And they do. So, 22-year-old quarterback, that's all I know. Because I did not scout any early players at all in this draft. Because there was no point. It's going to be a while before we get there. Ridgeway is a left end. Fifth player on the board going to the Bills. Now these players, the top five players, as we know, because of the buffs that they'll get, they'll be pretty awesome. They're game changers. It helps the crappy teams out. Put some big names into the league. And adds a little more variety. And I think it's working out really well. I mean, the Dolphins were phenomenal. They got beat by the Cleveland Browns, but they've really struggled, and they got a bunch of early picks, and next thing you know, there they are. At one point they were 11-0 or something like that. 9-1, 11-0, I don't remember. But the Bears are picking third. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize they were as bad as they were, and they pick a left tackle, Malcolm Sauer. He'll be a very solid left tackle for the Bears for many of years at age 22 and being the +8. The Washington football team takes a cornerback. Thomas, he's old. He's 24, and relatively speaking, I guess. He will, he'll be all right too. And the Jacksonville Jaguars take another cornerback. And that's Patrick Griffin. He's 11th on the board. Taking 5th by the Jags. He'll be pretty good. And now we are in the five and unders. So these guys will definitely feel the effects of the buffs, but it's not as great. Top 3, top 4. And it's free safety Matt Wilkerson, 21 years old, and a great combine. Again, didn't scout him, so I don't really know, but I'm telling you, age and combine means that he's going to be athletic. And as long as his skills are on that, I think the Chargers got themselves a winner. The Rams are picking a right tackle. This is right tackle number 2, so right tackle number 1 got skipped. Guys, 13th on the board to the Rams. 22-year-old quarterback. Second quarterback goes off the goal. Coco Shivers. Coco Shivers is a very interesting name, and he is the Chiefs quarterback, and he's going to get a small little buff too. And then we have a defensive tackle, Marcus Barrow. Arrow. Going 8th. Going 9th. 49ers. And he gave himself 2 points. And then finally, the last one to get a buff, be left tackle Wilson. So, that was the one that was skipped. Who got the better deal of the left tackles? The Texans or team? The Bears. The Bears. They took their left tackle. No, they took 3. Oh, I'm wrong. Never mind. Not that. Right tackles. Maybe the right tackles. I don't remember. Bears pick very early left tackle. That's the end of the buffed players. Now we're to the non, and that is tight end number 1. He's 7th on the board. 11 to the Falcons. 24-year-old. Left end, Eric 19th on the board. 12th to the Bucks. And the Dallas Cowboys decide to take Boatwright. Now, I don't remember. Sanchez Boatwright is the third free safety. Great combine, but 24 years old. This means I hit the wrong button. I hit the debugger button. After his 4 years is up, progression in 4 years. Foodley, defensive tackle. Erica Foodley is 21st on the board. 14th. Eagles. Right, and next up is a right tackle. He got skipped, so here's one that got skipped, and he's 15th to the Pats. And offensive line is making me a little nervous. We're now to the point where we're trying to get taken, and we still have 16 more picks to go. Free safety. Cumberland? No, Cumberland was skipped. On Grant. 4th free safety on the board. 20th, 16th to the Ravens. Arizona picks. Tight end number 2. Tight end number 2 is not in there. Rasheen Morton is a 24-year-old. He's 23rd on the board. Went 17th to the Cards. Wide receiver couch. Look to see if we can find. Well, this is the first wide receiver available. 24th on the board, taking 18th to the Jets. And there goes tight end Weeks. 15th on the board, taking 19th. Colts. And let's take a left guard. Okay. So, 12 picks before we got the pick. Left guard, Frank Coyle, 21 years old. And probably the one that looked the most entertaining to me, too. And as you can see, he went 12 picks too early for us. Able to select. Who will the Seahawks pick with their pick? They will pick strong safety. I need to highlight players to make it easy for me to see. Okay, strong safety. Oh, by the way, the Steelers quarterback, the Steelers one was a first round talent. Frank Coyle. I don't know if it was early, mid, or late, but his first round talent. Strong safety. DJ Rod, 25th on the board. First to the Seahawks. I hope he's a bust. I hope. I can spell Seahawks right. There we go. And the 22nd pick is right tackle. Okay, there we go. There's another player off our board. First round pick. 26th. He went 22nd to Panthers. And my dreams of an offensive lineman in the first round are down to 1, and he's 24 years old. And our dreams of a first round pick that is a lineman is gone. Gone. They're gone. No more. All of them have been drafted. Broncos. That is unfortunate. And a right guard Starkey. Oh, okay. So there was a couple more that I didn't look at because I didn't think I had to. I really wasn't really impressed with Starkey, anyways. 24th, Bengals. Raiders select halfback Ambrosia. He was 9th on the board. The free safety. If we look at the draft board here, free safety here, he was 4th, and he's still there. Not that I would do that. Obviously, a red player. All the teams wouldn't skip him. And the Lions, who won the division and then lost to us in the playoffs, they take the free safety. Oh, wow. Let's see what that's all about, huh? 22-year-old, 26. The Lions. Oh, my goodness. Maybe the Lions got the steal of the century. The Dolphins are very good, and they take Bodyford, wide receiver. I'm going to mark some players real quick. Hold on. We should have McClelly, Whalen, and Bridgewater as the top possibilities. Water, yep. Bodyford, not in the top 30. Oh, yes, he is. Delvin Bodyford is a red player that I accidentally scouted on accident, and I scored, but he's a 5th round talent. Dolphins pick. You want to know how you can get bad at being good in Madden is picking players like that. The New York Giants, who were the 1 seed overall, take left tackle Bridgewater. Grant Bridgewater, 22nd on the board, and you can see our name. And next up is the Minnesota Vikings, who lost to the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. It was phenomenal. But first, we must find out who the Tennessee Titans select. Defensive tackle Lawrence. So 2 quarterbacks. I'm not interested in the quarterback for sure. 2 wide receivers. Oh, Lawrence. All right, Minnesota. Who you picking? Defensive tackle Peterson. I don't have that one either. And the Cleveland Browns. Oh, and there goes Charquine Jeffcoat. That was my pick. It was the only one that I had available at this point. I think we're trading away our 1st round pick because Browns just ruined it for us. There's nothing. I don't believe I have anything worthwhile for a 1st round pick. But we'll look because maybe we'll take a 2nd round pick with this pick since it's so late. First, let's look at what kind of offers Bears are looking for it, and they're projected to pick 18th, even though they picked 3rd, 5th, and 5th. Has to be a 1st pick. Why would you go down? So, anyways, nope. I want to look at my draft board. We got 3-4 pass rusher with good speed, but not really good other things. He's a late 2nd round. He will not probably be available for that pick. A fast running back that's projected to be a late 2nd rounder in the 3rd round. Got a left guard here, early round. This is an early pick. Someone that's based to be an early 2nd round talent. Third rounder. Late 2nd round talent or left guard. Blocking left guard. Just think about something for a second here. On and Weldon. You know, think we're gonna go and see if this pass rusher has any skills. He's 77th overall, 6th in true talent. He's normal development, 87 speed. That's pretty good. Like, if he was quick development, it'd be great. Superstar would be freaking awesome. But that's not bad because he's pretty talented, and he might actually just be the insta starter already. You know, it's kind of good that I didn't like trade it away because I don't have that many picks. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6, so no 7th rounder. I mean, it's pretty average, but so many picks. Yeah, no, 6th overall true talent. So he's, you know, he's got a good base, and left outside linebacker. Does it show? I don't think they're on the team right away. Yeah, no, but he's the starter. I mean, he's better. He's like a Michael Weldon is faster, but already the starter. Benton on is like tradable or replaceable. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with that pick. I'm definitely not bad, you know. That's the end of the first round, and I think I'm just gonna like I normally do and let you know when someone gets picked. Okay, one of the people I scouted, Adam Gunther, draft. He's a left end, 24-year-old, undrafted talent, red player. Not a good, not good for the Chargers, who I believe we talked about earlier too, not picking. Oh, they're the ones that picked. No, they picked the most talented top 32 person. Darren Benedict was a wide receiver that was 30th on the board, and I didn't scout him obviously, but the Giants picked him, and there goes one of the quarterbacks. That's quarterback number 3 off the board, 16th on the board, 40th by the Chiefs. Leaves 2 players in the top 32 left. In the green room, Chowder is gone. It leaves 1 player. This is Billy Chowder. And not really an impressive combine, so I didn't really think. I'm looking at wide receivers too. And there goes the last one, Josh Ballin. Maybe Josh Ballin. Deal of the century. 43 for the Falcons. And Roy Lindsey has been taken off the board. He's a red player that I scouted. Running back, or right outside linebacker number 1. 46 to the Eagles. Undrafted talent means that it's no good. So Donald is a halfback that I scouted, and he was a 4th round talent, so he's a little bit better. I mean, still gonna sting a little bit with those 4th round ratings. Not as bad, for sure. Mr. Minor. There goes another one off my board. Herman Drew, red player, no undrafted talent. I was obviously not gonna take him. Broncos. But you might get the +5, and then, you know, it'll be all okay. Gadsden. Alright, I'm not sure when we're picking next, but Blake Renner was definitely on my board for, excuse me, a selection. And he was taking 10 picks early by the Bills. He's a second round talent. I think this is a good pick for the Bills. Good value pick. Oh, there we are. Are we going to make it? Barnes. And there goes Barnes, the halfback. That was probably my pick of the choice and went a few too early. And it seemed that they don't have more facial features because everybody has the same face. Titans. And Minnesota picks Weathers. Beckett. So here we are now. This is our second round pick. Have any? Got a second? For second? Terrible deal that would be. Third. Fall back. Here's second. You see, now it says it's the 31 draft. It's funny. It's off season 30, but it's the 31 draft now. Our draft board has a halfback on it. Power back. Rusher. Late third round speed rusher. Third round pick. Running back is a third round running back pick. But we're going with the running back. Jeffrey Lucky. Are you lucky? You binged. 68. Overall, it gave me a bing. You reached. Oh, I guess we didn't do so well on that pick. Fast, but not a good pick for the last pick in the second round. Jeffrey Lucky is not so lucky. Well, Jeffrey Lucky was considered a third round talent at a 68. Reggie Bass went, and he is considered a fourth round talent. So what would that be? The question. What did the Colts get compared to what I got? Which wasn't great. So it's gonna be a minute before we get to our next pick. Here's Max Holloway's twin brother. Max Holloway, the fighter, you know. Anyways, halfback, undrafted talent, 73 to the 49ers. So we got some comparisons to make here. Jeffrey and Mac, and Barnes. There's like 4 running backs that went in that little spot right there between the Titans and us and 49ers. So it should be interesting to see what that means. Cushman Sada. Wow, I haven't seen that name in a while. And there's Dylan McMullen, wide receiver, red player. 81. He's 88th on the board for the Bills. I don't think that's a good one. But who knows? In the 2030 draft, 2030 draft, we traded our 4th round pick for the Bengals, 3rd and 6th in 30-31. And here we are with their pick And we're going to take Steven Glanton, speed rusher with good speed, but not great skills. 70 overall. He's still a reach. 77 strength, 260 in we're gonna move him to left outside linebacker most likely. So I think that means that we kind of doubled down on our left outside linebackers. Maybe that wasn't the greatest pick, but he definitely is not. Well, maybe, because it's a 3-4. It wouldn't work for him to be that. It was man and stuff either. Hey, Steven Glatton. I'm going to mark this down. And with the next pick, Rodriguez Stanford was taken. And he was overrated, 7th rounder. 89th to the Washington football team. Left end. Various Humphreys was undrafted talent. It was 91 this draft. Doesn't seem to have a lot of mid-round talent that we've been able to scout or whatever. Oh my goodness. Jared Groves went to the Saints. There goes my possible 4th round pick. Really late, so it was way too early anyways. Probably looking at getting a 5th round pick in that time period. And I'm going to pause. Okay, so the center, Patrick Strongy, no longer available. He was picked 109. He's 117th on the board. Cowboys. Leaving us with some 5th round pick options. Our 4th round pick, hopefully. That point. Oh, there we go. Courtney Armour, undrafted talent, wide receiver, 115th. Colts. Turner Haywood Grove, Lugit. I'm pause it. I mean, our 1st round pick will be like pretty much the starter, left outside linebacker, and the next 2, not so much. So here we are, a 4th round pick. We got 2 5th round options. We have power back and fullback, and I'm really not really digging drafting a fullback with the current fullback we have on the team. So Titus Haywood, very strong running power back, big heavy set guy, Rocky carry, stiff arm, bam. 70 overall, 58th in true talent. There we go. We actually got ourselves a positive player. Titus Haywood, welcome to the team. A thin running back group, so you got a chance, my friend. I've got a 30-year-old running back and got a 1st round pick that was on the practice squad last year, so that just tells you how good that pick was. Probably not gonna, much of the field in your 1st year, but maybe you will make it on the team. Not you sat on the practice squad for your 1st year that we had. Or let's look, or he would sit on the team. Sure, he's not going to be very high up, but Yeah, so he's third on the. There's only three, so 1, 2, 3. There you go. Vince Trent, Emilio Gates, who sat on the practice squad last year, and yourself. And the Saints picked Adrian Gardner, and he was a undrafted talent red player. 143 Saints, probably not so hot. Fullback is still available. Don't think I'm going that route either. And ain't it just like the Seahawks to go take fullback that we looked at and like, I'm not gonna take that guy. And if they got a superstar fullback right there, I am just gonna hoop some bricks, man. I'll just be just absolutely shocked. And I haven't looked to see what their fullback has been up to. He's old now, I would think, right? Even on the team, maybe that's why they took him. Let's look. Why don't we just look? Hurry, are you a scholar? Why don't you just look? Find out real quick. Yeah, Bartholomew or something like that. Definitely. I can see. I can see the reason now. It is clear as mud. Oh, look at that! They just traded up. We're up. We haven't traded away a pick this year or this time, man. We're not doing that either. Here we are in what, 5th round. Terrible deals. Okay. 6th round picks next year for a 5th round pick. I mean, it's the last pick in the 5th round, but terrible. All right, so we got a cornerback. Late 6th round talent. We got a run sport safety, very strong safety. Corner. Not the best. Just saying. There's not a lot of special people on this one, but at least this guy's not terribly slow. This is who we're picking. And 213th. Your talent. Picked him at 160. A good pick, I guess. Got good man, good speed. Just needs to work on his play rec. Yeah, this guy's got some good, solid. And that 81 man, that's pretty good. He just play rec and awareness. Maybe sit on a practice squad, and a couple of years from now, you could be a dime or nickel corner. You're 21 years old, so got some time on your side. 187 pounds, that's pretty amazing. 160. Cheers. Overall. Put it in 2 spots, by the way. Armide. Burnt. It's burnt, not burnt, but see what I did there? The corner. Burnt. 21. Very young. Hey. There's a very fast, agile linebacker, and he looked really like I was really happy with his combine, but he turned out to have no skills, and Eagles took him. I don't undrafted talent. I don't think he'll amount to anything unless he gets the +5s. Then it'll still be a little bit better. We're at the point now. I have 1 pick left. I think it's coming up pretty quick. Ahmed Blade. Hoffman. See what we can get for offers for our 4th. Ooh, man, the Seahawks really want to move. 4th, 7th, or 4th and a 7th. Pick before. Our selection. Sometimes. Oh. Watts Muhammad was picked. And press zone. Blade. Kicker. I need a kicker. We're gonna trade away this pick. I'm gonna. I don't really care for corner. Like 87, 88, 88 speed, and terrible jump. It's not gonna be very good. Yeah, we'll just trade away this pick. We can pick up a fourth. This is like pretty. Oh wait. Yeah. The Bengals. Wait. The Bengals want to trade back one. Because this was 184. And they want to trade back one. Here, let's just switch. I'm not giving you anything. That's amazing. That's the best offer ever. The trade back. There's a couple of trade backs in here. They're just so stupid. I'm not trying to see. Great with the Washington football team. Washington football team. Let's trade. And they took a running back. They traded up 4th and a 7th next year. Rod. I'll have to take a look at him. I remember. And his name was taken at. Oh, there he is. Free safety. $175. That's the cornerback and the kicker. We're gonna skip to the end of the draft. Oh, look at that. Titus Haywood. He could be starting. Lucky. 2 more weeks for Vince Trent. Hitton. 22-year-old. Michael Weldon. Quick development, but 24. He doesn't stand a chance now. He's still doing his thing over here. That's kind of how it stands. Never did get left tackle situation. Now, for right tackle. We might move Struvid right tackle. Move Struvid. He's the left guard, right? Right guard. Where's he? He's the left. They would start. Struvid has 99 awareness. Why I'm thinking that would be the best spot for him. Gonna take the awareness hit, but the awareness is so high anyways, it doesn't matter. You have a really solid right tackle. Big awareness hit to that far. Lloyd and a very strong left side of the line. They would just go in there. Strong too, he's just not as good. I think that's what we're gonna do. For now, I have to be done. It's late. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode to wrap up the off season and start the regular season, the preseason. Got some stuff to get done though. And we're banking on one of these 3 or 4 outside linebackers to get us some sacks. Maybe Fontaine. Wims did so good last year. 84. What do you think it's just Commit. Got good power move. I don't know. I'm gonna save it. Good night, guys.